And it looks like Ace Attorney will be our next, well, more or less our next thing for the while until I get through Persona, and then I'll stream the last of the game. But nonetheless, let's start it. Let's play this game. Ooh, episode 1, Turnabout Memories. Yes, let's start it off. Also, I hope it's not too terribly loud. Why did I do that? Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Oh, this is going. That girl, she shouldn't be. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. What the fuck, Phoenix? What did you do? It wasn't me. I didn't. Oh no. I didn't do it. Famous last words. Ooh, 5 years earlier, Mia Fey. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Okay. Phew. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're gonna get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know? What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Oh, let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday about the case, and I mean... What? You've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh, dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man, his pink sweater over there? That's our client. Oh, look at how hopeful he is. Sniffle. Good morning there. Good morning there, everyone. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just wanted to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep. It'll be fine, no problem. Oh. God, he is like fucking sick. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold? A cold is an understatement. Mr. Rye? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says that this way I won't give it to anyone else and be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. Oh, look, he's just a baby. Look at him, he's just a baby. Oh. That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the nervous one. You should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. Ooh. I hit my mic, sorry everyone. My name is Mia Fey, and I'm pretty new at this lawyer thing. At first I appeared in court the first time I appeared at court was a year ago. But the trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Ooh. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time, I'm going to win. For my client and for myself. If there's a bit of an echo, everyone, I apologize in advance. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Court, Room number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh my god, Payne when he had hair? Look at this man. The defense is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing next to you? Yes, well, you see, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Oh, of course, Your Honor. I love how she slams on her hands on the desk, and that's how Phoenix got it from her. Oh, that's so cute. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. Oh, that's why he flips his freaking hair. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It'll be all over soon. What was that all about? He's trying to trash talk me. Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. It sounds like he was a very bright young man. Ugh. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken of the crime scene. Oh, that should be... Ah, that's so easy shut. But it's just... Oh, no, but it's like... Okay, so obviously what we see here is that the line was cut above him in some freak accident, and it electrocuted him through the umbrella because of the water. It was raining, or it was about to rain. No, it wasn't even raining, but no, it acted like a current when the electricity touched his umbrella, and it just like, ooh, got him. Students discover the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway, and they even called the police. Hello. Hi, Jester. How you doing? That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed, as I give him the wrong one. Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Ah, bien. Cansada. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime 1. The crime that took place in IVU building. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for stagnicity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death. Unusual death? What do you mean by that, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defendant would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I would loosen you up a little bit. I'm a gentleman, if you will. Genteel. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Ah, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was that? The cause. Go on. Please, say what you know, at least this much. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. Ugh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. What the fuck? Now you see. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? Ah, the court record. I think I will see it by pressing tab. Oh, yeah. So, attorney's badge, proof of my profession. First time I wore it a year ago. Autopsy report. Date and time of death was 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was fatal electric shock. The crime took place behind an IVU building. Ooh. So you look at this. Bam. See all that? All of the weapons we need are found in the court record. Oh. Don't know who this is, but I think I got here a little too... Dahlia Hawthorne, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend, dated the victim, Doug Swallow, up until 8 months ago. Victim, he was a fourth-year paracology or pharmacology student at Ivy University. My client, third-year student, he is currently has a cold. The prosecutor of this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Take a look. Take a good look. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm, and I can't let this prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. Let's press tab here. All right, so it shows the cause of death was fatal electric shock. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer this question? What was the cause of death? It was asphyxiation, hypothermia, electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could that be? How could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I might turn it down just a smidge. It's a little too loud for me, and I don't know if it's too loud for you guys either. It might be, honestly. Oopsies, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney. You must know all about that. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. A little too loud. Yikes. Sorry, guys. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He is one of the smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him Rookie Killer for nothing, you know. Rookie Killer is crazy. Didn't get to read that. Sorry, guys. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into the old Graybeard's face. Yes, sir. Good old Graybeard's face. Well, let's look at the court record. There is no weapons. Just says electrocution. Mr. Grossberg tried to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between the profiles and the evidence in the tab, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Profiles? Delilah Hawthorne. Okay, so I don't know if we even met Delilah Hawthorne yet. It's also been a minute. Probably not. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne. Is it? Very good. Very good. Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until 8 months ago, she was the victim. She was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like what he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If you please, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What, the defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye? It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No. He means, what did you do before you were arrested? Oh, achoo, 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 achoo. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected of the death of your fellow student, Doug, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was. Achoo, achoo, cough, cough, achoo, achoo. Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something that he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. Look at him. So hopeful. Witness testimony. Victim and I. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to what that stuck-up British wannabe. He was British. I see. So you hardly knew the victim? Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer. Whew, it looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know? Too naive. Huh? It seems you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And what would that be? This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if the witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that the testimony just now? That there was a lie, a contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, please, if you may, Miss Faye. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. Oh, but is he though? He's such a baby. Look at him. He's just a baby. I could pinch his cheeks. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? The victim and I. I admit I was there. Actually, no, hold on. I gotta go back. Okay, I gotta press him. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sorta. The place where something happened, anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We have the photographic evidence. Achoo! 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 Anyway, Mr. Wright, there. What were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said. Oh my God, you didn't know him. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. You say you found the body? So who called the police? Huh? Oh, unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police. Other students. That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock. What is the meaning of is this true, Mr. Wright? No, look at him, he's sneezing. Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Girl, Phoenix Wright gonna be done with this later. In 5 years, he's gonna be in the same boat you are. Well, it's true, I was pretty shocked when I found the body. Oy. But I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So you didn't know the face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. What I mean is, so which is it? Did you know him or not? See, no, you see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't you tell me this before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I see. Ah, young love. Oh, so bittersweet. But that's all I know. That's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Not you. Oh. Mr. Wright? No, I wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. So, is this how you put victims? Hold on. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put, a British wannabe? Now, how did you know, bud? Well, yes. Anyways, he always walked. He always was walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why. That's why I figured he must love British stuff. See, it's true. Cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor? What is it now? Who is this person anyway? The Union Jack fellow. The Union Jack is the name of the is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Mia, there is a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg, quickly now, show the boy what you mean business, with evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia, check out the record carefully. Well, do you think you can manage your own at this point? I can handle it myself. 1 year ago, I was in this courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. Oh, it'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Okay, Mia, one more time from the very beginning of this testimony. I admit I was there, but I was not a killer. All I did was find his body. He hardly knew him to begin with. I never even talked to the guy. He's just like a British you always wear. Present. Are you certainly you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right on there on his back, Miss Fay. Is this some point of line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at this crime scene photo. As you can see, there is absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He was wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? Would you have no idea on how he was wearing that underneath his jacket? Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Oh, he's such a baby. Mia, you've made our crying cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. Oh, does she mean something else? I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright, was all wrong. That's an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. Ugh, something fell. It's quite clear that this man did simply not stumble upon the scene of the crime. Oh no, did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds really good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? What do you happen to have the medicine on you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. Fuck, he took this goddamn pill, the meds from him. He lost it? Does that mean does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take another look at the scene of the crime. He's holding the meds. What's this in the victim's hand? It's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that the argument won't work here. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Phoenix Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of pills dropped by Mr. Phoenix Wright and hid in his hand. His purpose is doing so he can only have... Oh my god, so he can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Order in the court. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo as a bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Ooh. Found the clutch in the victim's hand covered in Wright's fingerprints. Hold on. I gotta look at the... I think it's at 12. Is that 3 o'clock? Yeah, that's 3, 6. Yeah, it stopped at 3 o'clock. Like 3:05. And 3 p.m. Again? Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any kind of explanation for this? This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids. I need some water. Oh no. Ah! What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we... Oh, hold on. I went too far. Later, I went back and I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that completely is different from the testimony you gave. Achoo! I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll follow me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Yes, Miss Fay, begin your examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell me any more lies. Cross-examination. What really happened? All right, hold on. I need to get some water. Oh. The truth is, I went because he called me. Okay, he called you? Have you ever met the victim before? No, never. But the day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? It's kind of embarrassing. She's, my sweetheart. Oof. Oh, what was that? What was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess I felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Oh. It's like her sense of like, oh, this shit's lying. Something's up with Dahlia. Well, that's not good. Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim. Before she met up with Mr. Wright, that is. So is that one of your nasty little triangles I see? And I messed it up. So I'm gonna have to go with something different after stream. Okay. It was a pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. Actually, hold on, I need to go back. This, he called me out there. I talked to him before. Have you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And who's this Dolly person? It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Ooh, what was that? Oh, yes. She used to feel like suddenly slapping someone. All right. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated that you should meet at 2:45? Yeah. And we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah. He was studying on how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist? I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and a strange machine that ran on high voltage. Oh, fascinating. He sounds like quite an ambitious young man. How do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details about timing of the meeting, pharmacology. Yeah, about the timing of the meeting. Were you absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's what time class ends. And they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter. Experiments? Yeah. Those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Well, it looks like he's right about that time anyways. Witness, let's go on with your testimony. We talked for a bit, and then 3 o'clock, and then around 3 o'clock we split up. What? So, what was it you were doing? You know, achoo, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Later then, when I went back, I found him lying there. I had been taking Cold Killer X for 2 or 3 days. So it's unusual to catch a cold around this time of year. Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I should sleep with the window open in the early spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking the cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle around the lunchtime on that day by accident. Later, I found him lying there. So, you went back. Yeah, and that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Well, why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Oh. Phew. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one sees that coming. Folder 3X. I lost my bottle around lunchtime. On that day of the accident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? Oh, what does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure, which is very true. I always eat with Dahlia, just the two of us. Dolly's wholemeal lunches are always the greatest. Her mini omelets are always magically delicious. Yach! Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just feeling like hurting someone all of a sudden. Well, Mia, I don't know. I can't seem to find any contradictions. That boy isn't exactly what I call a natural born liar, you know. But still, you can't have him continue to spout nonsense. I know, but how can I? What can I do? Well, I'm certain that he must be still holding something. Information. Right now, it's information we need more than anything else. Damn it. I knew I did it wrong. Okay. Do this. Call me. And then later I found him. Let's see here. Around lunchtime. So it was about... No, but it was... No. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Before we We talked for a bit and then we split up around 3. I don't know. I don't know what to present. I've been taking cold Killer X for 3 or 4 days. Later, I found him. So he had been at least, I don't know. But how would he have his bottle, though? I'm gonna present this one. Because it's not 3 o'clock. It's like a little after 3 is when he died. I don't know. Okay. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:33 behind. Oh, ow! Let me actually press the. Let me press him again. Okay. Okay, I already asked about timing a meeting, pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us more about the pharmacology department. Oh, wait, well, okay. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run high voltage electricity. That's right. They sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? There were electrical poles set up around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead and around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. What? I think that is enough for now. No! The defendant and the victim met at approximately at the time of death, and the defendant returned the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. Huh. However, there is one mystery that still remains. What is it, Your Honor? How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? And I don't want to believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. English murder method. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye? I can't believe if you were to piece together everything you've heard up until now, you should be able to solve this mystery on how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even then, a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of court, yes? An attorney must be able to sustain their evidence arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I totally forgot about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me what you believe how the victim was electrocuted. This one. Check. Bam. Present. As of cause of death? Yeah, I'd say this picture captures it all. What? But there is nothing that remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this one in detail. Miss Faye, where exactly is the murder weapon? It's right over here. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's, what is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines of the pharmacology students are unusual, and because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung everywhere. So the high voltage cable, yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death, and is most likely the good explanation. That certainly causes, or sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say? Well, I believe more praises in this is in order. Ooh. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death is way indeed to have to be a cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable was a murder weapon was the defendant. Damn. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Intangible proof that will establish Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Where is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean the defendant's fingerprints on something besides a medicine bottle? Let's have a look at this crime scene photo. You can see the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. Ah, you mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest of the area of the victim's jacket. The palm print, the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intended a murder, and he subsequently pushed toward the victim and severed electrical cable. Order! Order! Objection! My client is too hot to go to jail. Exactly, Solbane. Exactly. He's too hot to go to jail. Also, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, we have ads starting in a minute. No! I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg. My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. Oh, fuck. Also, hi, glad I can finally make it to stream, LMAO. Hey, welcome in. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. Legit been waiting to catch you live so I could bully you with this. Got him. Thank you for the evil laugh. Actually, hold on. The fuck did that even go off? Hold on. Did she go off? I think she did. Got him. Got him. At this time, I am prepared to render the verdict in this case. And oh my god. Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. And if you don't say anything now, the judge is gonna hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney, and you can trust me. Also, real talk, randomly finding you in Fallout was fucking wild. I was playing it late with a friend and saw you and was like, wait, I know that person. I know. Oh my god. I know when I saw you, I was like, oh shit, did I crash your stream? It was because it's actually funny because I saw your name and I legit was like, that name looks so familiar. And I was like, wait, person. I know them. And then I was waddling around doing stuff. Miss Faye. Oh, look at him. He looks so sad. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. Lizard. It's funny, me, lizard man, lizard. You've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, ads! Hold on, BRB. BRB. I was not muted this whole time. Back. Okay. Well, I'm back. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the little break we had to take. I know it was a little longer than expected, but I had to I fucked up on an ingredient, or at least on a cooking process, so I had to fix it really quickly, so that's fun. So, let's get back into this. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no way. There's no need for further. Okay. I did it. I admit I pushed him. Does he mean out of the way, maybe? My fault. That tug swallow died. I think he had good intentions. He was supposed to push him out of the way, but then he got caught. No. Hey, that's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about her. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Oh, he pushed her. He pushed him. Oh, and that's when it happened. No. Oh, God. What you just said was the truth. Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was a murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me more chance to explain. More chance to explain? This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it? Miss Faye, I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are gonna do the Harlem Shake. God damn it. You and your fucking hemorrhoids. Witness testimony. When I pushed the victim. Also, hold on. Actually, I was really quickly earlier, but I got excited. So I'm gonna shout you out really quickly. If y'all aren't following Soulbane, I highly recommend it because they're so sweet and they're awesome and they're a very chill vibing VTuber. And also they're really cool at Fallout 76. When I pushed the victim, sorry. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Push, shove. I lost my temper and I gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started getting worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there dead. Well, that explains. It's really quite simple. I totally lost his voice now. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow fell back and touched the electric cable. He died from shock. And that, as they say, is that. A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a little rain had been falling. Oh, that's the, yep, I knew it earlier. went from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him there wasn't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, I would have noticed. That's true. Even a doofus like him could have missed that. Miss Faye? Let me warn you right now that if you cross-examine doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he was innocent, there must have been some kind of evidence to prove somewhere else. It'll prove it. When I push the victim, cross-examination. That guy, he was just talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Okay, let me actually go over here and press him. So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Is that all? Yep. God, he wears his heart on, he's such a baby. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. No, boy, you're not doing any favors yourself, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back after he was just lying there dead. Okay, so let me go back over here. I lost my temper. And gave him a shove. Can you please tell me about a little more about what happened in detail? That guy, he just said that he wanted to say to me. And he put on his jacket he was holding and started to leave. Then that's when it happened, when I felt I lost my temper and flew in a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest, even though in the recreation we saw, it looked like he shoved the shit out of him. And why did that? And when did you do that? There was no severed cable anywhere to be seen. Right, there was nothing like that at all. But it was possible that you merely overlooked it. Well, I guess it's possible. God damn it. What are you talking about? Dude, don't let that guy steamroll you like a cheap asphalt. You know, I like that. I like that analogy. Don't let that guy steamroll you like cheap asphalt. I believe what's important here is the moment that push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony witness. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snip. And you know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. Oh, press on the wrong button. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for further details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try and remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah, could it have been? Yes, what could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. Oh, when I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella that he was holding. He fell right on top of it. It looked broke. Let me actually go look in the court records. That is true. It is bent. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right here where my slime pet is. My tea pet. My tea pet. It's over here. Okay. Ah. I gotta move some stuff around real quick. There we go. Move my mic around. Okay. It was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did it belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and fragile, kind of like the owner. And then again, wait, hold on. What the fuck did I just read? Kind of cheap and plastic, like his owner. Oh, that's diabolical. Phoenix, you little sass master. Even though he's dead. Oh, fuck, I didn't read it. Miss Faye, what did you think? Is there something important in that testimony right now? Well, of course it's important. This is it, Mia. New information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. This cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want it to be officially entered into the testimony. Ah, how perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. What a piece of shit. This court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell on top of his cheap umbrella. So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. And you are certain of this? Yeah, it was right under him. Actually, if it had been under him, I was planning on borrowing it myself. He was gonna shove this dude, take his fucking umbrella, and then piece the scene. Phoenix, you little shit. You little shit. I mean, this is like college Phoenix, so he's still like, it's still a baby. Not in the lawyer world just yet. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing this sweater here. And Dolly stayed up all night of nights at a time knitting it for me. I don't believe you. Oh, do you know what? If she stayed up all night, because I know right now, or at least that I know of, within I don't know if it's like widely known, but I do know of the sweater curse. And they usually say if they make a sweater for you, it's like if someone makes a sweater for you, it's during that time frame, the sweater's never finished and something happens to the partner. Either they're sick or they pass away or they break up. I think it's primarily when they break up. I don't know, but that just reminded me of that curse. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. Oof, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. Ah, I'm sorry. Continue on with your statement, please. Oh. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. Okay, press him out. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious. You left without even checking if Mr. Swallow's conditions? Well, yeah, but I got worried about him later. So I went back and he was just laying there dead. At a time like this, did you see anyone else at the crime scene? Nope, nobody. Jeez. Could that stupid cough possibly be any phonier? In that case, it's very hard to believe. And someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows his innocence in that testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will have to make a final decision with no remorse whatsoever. Yes, sir. Right now, I need more info. Info that helps me turn up contradictions. The guy he knew I was talking about. I lost my temper. Give him a shove. I shoved him. He fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Let me present him. I'm gonna present the cheap umbrella to him. Oh, fuck. Wrong one. Damn it. I just fucked up. I didn't mean to do that one. Okay, so it's the... Let me go back over here to the third statement. I was on the third statement. Okay. So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of an umbrella. Are you certain about this? Yeah, I was right under him. Actually, if I hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it from Dime. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah. You see the sweater. Dolly made it up. And so on and so forth. Oh, oof, my stomach. Continue your testimony. I lost my temper and gave him a good shove. I shoved him and he fell on top of his... I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. So I'm pretty sure I asked the umbrella, and the umbrella should be in my stuff. So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. Are you certain of this? Yeah, I was right there under him. Actually, if I hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it myself. The umbrella, you mean? Yeah, you see, I was wearing this sweater here, and Dolly stayed up all night. I didn't want it. Oof. Continue with your testimony. Started getting worried. I went back, and I thought he was dead. Let me press for him. At that time, did you see anyone else at the crime scene? Nope, nobody. Jeez Louise. Let me press something. Let me go through it again, because I feel like I'm missing something. I really am. Let me see. Lost my temper, gave him a good shove. Cheap umbrella like his owner. Then go through it again. I feel like I'm missing. I'm definitely missing something. I'm just like, it's around here somewhere. What? I'm gonna present something over here. Present the photo to him. Because that's the only way we can get a cheap umbrella in there. Why didn't you testify with the... Oh my god. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the beginning? Come on. If I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at this crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell, in other words. After that, he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow, and was still alive. Ooh. Order. Order in the court. The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want to present it as evidence immediately. There it is, the fucking umbrella, even though it wasn't there. Owned by the victim, found nearby an electrical pole by the crime scene. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. Get fucked. Ooh. I know this matter of umbrella seems relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final justification. No! I must say, I still find it hard to believe. There is a huge hole that has been blown into the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Phoenix's testimony added to the court record. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was foolish to think I could ever establish a guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. And this witness's testimony is incontroversial. I totally read that wrong. Who is this witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? You mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant, your very own lover, is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? Honestly, if I didn't look at the profiles, I would have been like, what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Ooh, girl, flip him. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think it's a good point for us to stop. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. April 11th, 11:52 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Miss Faye, I'm sorry. I'm sorry what happened back there. It's all right. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. But I guess so I can start to relax then, I guess? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. 5 years before he met Edgeworth. 5 years before he met the actual love of his life. Ugh. The name of the game and Edgeworth himself. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Ooh. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right in this very courthouse. Actually, I was studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. I'm actually studying to be a lawyer on the side. Oh, girl, what is this? Some chains? Her beautiful eyes? Interesting. She looks like she comes from like 2 different worlds, these ones. 2 different worlds is all I gotta say. One day, she and I just bumped into each other, and I was reaching one other in reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. So as soon as I set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this the day we met as a symbol of our love. And she had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before giving it to me, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my little Dolly. I'm certainly it's a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Dahlia's present borrowed from Phoenix Wright, a small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyways, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating. I'm gonna actually turn up the volume just a little bit. Yeah, it's already at 3. We're good. Yeah, she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Like the necklace. Ooh. Okay. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it would have happened to be on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. How did you know? This happened on August 27th. This right here, in the courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand why you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. Dahlia is the real murderer. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Newspaper clipping 8 months ago. Okay, we gotta look at the court records. Let me actually read this before we continue on talking. Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Ooh, could it be her? Miss Dahlia? Did you kill someone in the cafeteria while they were eating? Girl, why would you do that? I hope you don't mind. Mr. Grossberg. I needed to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you, Mia. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.